morning and welcome to Good Morning Sri Lanka, folks. It is a Thursday, the 7th of February, and thank you very much for joining us today. It's a little bit chilly outside, but hopefully it's just going to remain as such. And if you want a little bit of rains, we had it yesterday, so it's going to be a great day. That's what we can assure. And thank you very much for joining us on MTV Sports. And let me just kick off today's show with something so good, and it feels really like you want to go and get the jersey. What we're talking about is what's currently happening in India. It's the ICC Women's World Cup, of course. Cricket, our passion. And we're talking about our ladies. If you haven't been watching, it's a spectacular match that they have been bringing to all of us, and it's such an exciting results. And Sri Lanka's women's cricketers created World Cup history by beating champion India, to enter the Super 6 stage of the tournament. This is the first time the team went beyond the first round of the World Cup. And the Lankan victory also meant the end for host India. Let me correct myself. Host India, the defending champion, of course, is England. And as England, Sri Lanka, and West Indies were the three teams that marched to the Super 6 stage. Worth remembering, of course, was the nail-biting win of our ladies when Sri Lanka shocked defending champions England by beating them in a successful run chase, which took place in Mumbai. And Sri Lanka won 2 games out of 3 played in the first round. Their defeat was against West Indies women. So the girls, the ladies are doing so well, and also they managed to say goodbye to India. And it was such a proud moment that Mahela Jayawardena posted this message saying, "Brilliant work by Shashikala Chirivardena and the team. It was simply stunning win against India. Keep it going. The entire country is behind you. Cheers." If you haven't caught the matches played by our ladies, the Lioness, well, you should. They're nail-biting, they're exciting, you just want to buy the jersey. That's how we describe it. Well, from one good news to something that's really heartbreaking, just to give you a little bit of a history or a reminder. If you remember what happened in December 16, there was a young female physiotherapy intern who, after watching a movie, decided, along with a male friend, to go home, and sadly rode the wrong bus. And this was the event that woke up a lot of people and made the world stop and take notice of what is happening to our women. Of course, we're talking about the 2012 Delhi gang rape case. Currently, in Delhi, the trial of the 5 of the 6 accused in the gruesome gang rape of the 23-year-old woman that stunned the nation and caused massive outrage begins in a New Delhi court. We have a special video to show you, folks, so please do check this out, and more of GMSL when we come back.
The trial of 5 of the 6 accused in the brutal gang rape of the 23-year-old woman that stunned India and grabbed global headlines began in New Delhi on Tuesday. The 5 accused rapists were taken out in a police vehicle on Tuesday morning from Delhi's highly fortified Tihar jail to the court where the trial was to begin later in the day. A fast-track court in New Delhi had framed charges on Saturday against 5 of the 6 persons accused in the gang rape and murder of the psychotherapist in a case that led to a shake-up of laws against sexual crime after protests about a rising number of attacks on women. However, the accused men have pleaded not guilty to the charges levelled against them. The victim was tortured with an iron rod and raped on a moving bus in the capital on the 16th of December. She was then thrown bleeding onto the street along with a male friend who was also beaten. She died of organ failure in a Singapore hospital 2 weeks later.
One big tragedy, but like what is always said, despite the tragedy, there's always something good that comes out of it, and that is the realization that things need to be done, tougher measures need to be taken, and people need to value each other's rights. And for those who have been surfing the internet, you probably have seen certain posters of women provocatively dressed with a sign that goes, "I may be dressed like this, but this doesn't give you the right to rape me." And that should be how we think of each other. What we say, how we walk, what we wear doesn't give anyone the right to violate our rights as a person, to invade our privacy, to invade our person. It's a matter of respect that we should have all learned from our parents. I remember one of my friends saying, if you haven't learned that yet, go back to your mom and ask that you be taught. Seriously, folks, whatever you're wearing, however you walk, however you talk, doesn't give anyone the right to treat you badly, or worse, to put violence upon you. And that is one of the lessons learned from that tragic event that happened in India in December. And we got a lot more great stories to share with you. And also, to remind you, tomorrow is the deadline for you to join a very special Freedom Run, and I hope I pronounced it correctly. I've been practicing Nida Has Run. It's happening the 10th of February, and deadline for registration is tomorrow. We'll give you more details, what number you can call, and tomorrow happens to be the 8th of February. We have to take a very short break. We got more of Good Morning Sri Lanka when we come back. Welcome back to Good Morning Sri Lanka. For those joining us, today is a Thursday, it's the 7th of February, and my name is Ryan, keeping you company throughout today. Good morning. And with Valentine's Day just around the corner, let me just remind you, we have a very special promotion ongoing right now on MTV Sports. And all you need to do is just share with us your cute, your heartwarming, even if it's cheesy, it's Valentine's Day anyway, love story with us by simply typing MTV space your MTV space love, LOVE, your name, and send your little story, send to 77788. That's MTV space love, your name, your story, and send 77788. There's a lovely Valentine treat from MTV Sports that awaits the winners. And speaking of Valentine's Day, let me just share with you some things that we hate about Valentine's Day. Why am I sharing this with you after I just spoke about Valentine's? It's because for you to realize how important it is to win that special treat from MTV, because you won't need to go through this hassle. One of the reasons why people hate Valentine's Day, even if you're just single or you're double, that's a joke. If you didn't make that reservation in January for to eat at a very special restaurant, chances are you won't be getting any seats this Valentine's Day. Number 2, the hour of our lives we waste every year in the greeting card aisle. Yes, this is for those really a little bit of the old-fashioned wanting to get that card. But here's the deal, folks. The internet may be crawling with a lot of e-cards for Valentine's Day, but really nothing beats someone handing you a nice piece of card with in an envelope, even perfume sometimes. So that's the thing. The amount of hours that you spend just being at the greeting card aisle looking for that perfect one. And let's face it, the overnight tripling of prices when it comes to roses, when it comes to lunches, dinners, everything and anything that involves Valentine's Day. Some of the reason why people hate Valentine's Day. So, to simplify your life and to have a much worry-free Valentine's Day, join the promotion. Once again, type MTV space love space your name and your story, send to 77788 to win a Valentine treat courtesy of MTV Sport. Now, nothing probably beats a Valentine gift than a car, right? Well, not exactly a Valentine treat, but here's a major brand when it comes to car manufacturing. And they're trying to rebrand and rebuild themselves after a very tough spell marked by natural disasters and even a series of recalls due to certain default or certain faulty wiring or something faulty with comes to parts of their vehicle. So please check this out and more when we come back.
Riding high once again, Toyota reclaimed its crown as the world's top automaker in 2012. The 75-year-old Japanese firm posted record sales and overtook its rivals General Motors and Volkswagen. Toyota said it sold 9.75 million vehicles globally last year, and almost a quarter higher than a year before. That's compared with GM's 9.28 million vehicles and the 9.07 million sold by VW. The news didn't really move investors, and Toyota's stock closed just over 0.5% down. Toyota lost the top spot in 2011 when it was hit by negative publicity after a recall crisis in the US, and its supply chain was disrupted by an earthquake in Japan and floods in Thailand. The automaker hopes to do even better in 2013 and increase its sales across the group yet again.
Oh, there you go. Very interesting plan that the major car manufacturing company is to undertake to rebrand itself, and also to get rid of the negative publicity that they had experienced for the past couple of years. Here are some more reasons why people hate Valentine's Day, and the perfect reason for you, what do you call it, inspiration to join the promotion here on MTV Sports, and that is by simply typing MTV space LOVE space name and your love story, and send a 7788 to win a very special treat from MTV Sport. Here's another reason why a lot of people hate Valentine's Day. Yes, the 24/7 romantic comedy marathon that you see at home or even on the radio when it comes to those mushy songs. Being single, or if you just broken up, it's a constant reminder of that old boyfriend or that old girlfriend. Another one is well, if you're single, lucky enough to have 3 close single friends, you can't go out for a night out without being a cliche. So that's one reason. And with Valentine's Day just around the corner, also 10 days after Valentine's Day, is the Academy Awards. We're talking about the 85th Academy Awards, which is set to take place in Los Angeles. It will be Monday morning here in Sri Lanka, the 25th of the month, and it's said to pay tribute to the 50th anniversary of the James Bond franchise. We have a series of videos to share with you folks that will take us through the proceedings before the big night, before the Oscars handed out to the biggest and the brightest names in the entertainment industry when it comes to the beauty and the magic of movie making. So folks, check out the events before the 85th Academy Awards. That is, of course, happening on the 24th of February at Dolby Theater in Hollywood and, of course, Los Angeles. Check this out.
Dozens of the 2013 Oscar nominees arrived in style ahead of the annual Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences luncheon in Beverly Hills on Monday. Among the stars who hit the red carpet were from the films Les Miserables, Best Supporting Actress nominee Anne Hathaway, Best Actor nominee Hugh Jackman, and director Tom Hooper. From Argo director and actor Ben Affleck, who, although snubbed from the Best Directing category, is nominated in the Best Picture category as a producer of the film. From Silver Linings Playbook, Best Actress nominee Jennifer Lawrence, Best Actor nominee Bradley Cooper, Best Supporting Actress nominee Jackie Weaver, Best Supporting Actor nominee Robert De Niro, and Best Director nominee David O. Russell. From Zero Dark 30, Best Actress nominee Jessica Chastain. From The Master, Best Actor nominee Joaquin Phoenix, and Best Supporting Actress nominee Amy Adams. From The Impossible, the Best Actress nominee Naomi Watts. From Beasts of the Southern Wild, the nominees gathered for a presentation of certificates and a class photo before lunch was served. The 85th Annual Academy Awards will be handed out in a live telecast from the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood on the 24th of February 2013.
1, 2, 3. And after the last shot, don't move because I have something else to tell you. So if you look out that way, there's a flashing red light. There was a flashing.
And I think that is the most